Hi, I'm Jason and welcome to this week's Technique of the Week. So glad you're with us. Today we're going to be forming this patio here. This is a makeshift patio. This is at our shop. We're doing a training class, so it's not a house, but we're kind of showing some different ways to form and stuff at this class. So I figured I would just do one of these real quick on the forms to use for radiuses. A lot of guys use masonite or some type of composite board or things like that, but then you got to run screws through it and everything. This system, you don't need any screws, anything like that, and I'll be able to show you how fast we can form this small patio. These forms work really good, and we love these because they have these adjustable locks that go on here that you just twist. Just twist them on like that, so you can slide these or move them to wherever you want to on the form, which is really nice. And the other thing that's nice about these is these connectors. This is a really slick system. These just go right. These just go right in there like that. Okay, and then this one will go right like that. Now we have our splice. So you don't need any screws or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that stuff. And with these locks, and you'll be able to see this in a minute, when we do this, we're able to slide these up and down on the pins to get it to the right height, and then lock it. So we love those. The other great thing to do is just to have one of these tubs like this. I have probably 150 locks in here, and probably half a dozen or a dozen of these H connectors, and I just grab this when we're doing with these, and we have everything we need right there. These are also very light. Like you can tell, I can just pick this up with, I can balance it with one finger. That's how light these are. So it's really easy to get them around, move them around. They're hollow on the inside, so they're extremely light, but they're extremely durable. And you can bend pretty tight with these. I'm not sure the exact radius, but you can bend this really tight. And we'll show you that here in a minute. So all I'm gonna do to start, I usually like to put about six of these per form. We always want to stay a little bit in from the ends, because what happens is when you get to a splice like that, it ends up, you end up needing to put a kicker in or another pin where they splice to be able to push it in. So we always keep them away about a foot or so. And then you just kind of space them out evenly. And once they're installed, you can always, move these around to where it works out best for you. So what ends up happening, once you buy, even if you start off with like 5 or 6 of these, you end up cutting them. And pretty much I got a piece for every scenario. So let's say we go around here and we get to the end, I need a 2-foot piece. I've got a piece 2'2" probably, or something like that, or sometimes it's right on 2 foot out in the trailer, and I'll just use that to piece that in. So you're gonna have to cut these up sometimes, but then when you end up with the pieces, we don't cut too many long ones anymore. We pretty much have something that we can use every time. Let's see how fast I can do this. 3, 2, 1. Done. So we got all our forms in here, and we're ready to start setting them. I wanted to show you this, how easy this was too, and how we do this. Jeff's going to be helping me today. Say hi, Jeff.
How we doing?
Jeff's the one that leads a lot of our trainings and stuff, so he's real knowledgeable of this. He helped me out in the field for years doing this type of stuff. So we're just going to show you kind of our system and kind of how we do it. So obviously back here we got our chalk line. Okay, so we're gonna pull this form up to there and kind of get it half close there. Okay, we lock this one in so it can't move. Okay, I'm gonna come out here at my furthest point. We like to slope it about 1.5 inches or so every 10 feet. So this is roughly 10 feet. So I'm gonna try to give it about 1.5 inches of slope. I don't have my laser set up yet. So if I was doing this, I would just pull this up to where I think it would be close. So somewhere around in there. And once we get this height established here, I'm just gonna paint that so I know if that gets knocked down, I know it's supposed to be right there. I got that one set, and I'm also gonna get this one set to height. So I've got these established. So now what we're gonna do is, sometimes you have to actually lay down in the grass, but I'm gonna be able to come down here, and I'm gonna be able to tell Jeff just by looking at it what to do with these forms. So by his left hand, that one needs to go down a little bit. So he's just gonna tap that and good. Lock that one. Okay, now I'm gonna come on this side. So this one here, I know this one's set, I know this one's set. So now I'm gonna try to get the span in between those and make those look good. Now I know the rest of them there are good too. He's gonna go at the end there and pull that one up to the chalk line. Okay, after we get to that point, we're gonna lock all of them. Thanks for joining us this week on Technique of the Week. Like I said, these forms are easy. You know, probably in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, we had this whole thing, you know, done and ready for stone. So hope you enjoy these videos. If you like what you've seen here, if you like these, share them on social media. We'd appreciate that if you think it'll help somebody else. If you have any tricks or tips that you'd like to share with me, I'd love to get some of those and share, because I'll be the first one to admit I don't know everything about this. I'm just trying to help you guys with the things that I do know. So hopefully this one helps, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.